Howdy champs, my name is Mohit, and guys, in this tutorial I'm going to talk about creating of definition list in HTML. Let's start. Let me save a file on a new, and I'm going to choose the HTML layout to be none. I'm going to change the doc type to HTML5. I'm going to hit create. Okay, let me collapse this bit. Alright, let me give it a title. Let me call it definition list. Let me save things up. Let me call it definition list. Alright, and let's start creating one then. Okay, let me switch over to the code view, guys, and then the first thing that I need is a pair of opening and closing definition tags, guys. So it goes like this. We have to have the DL tags. Okay, we need to have a corresponding closing DL tag as well. So we need the opening and the closing DL tags of the definition list tags, guys. That's the first thing. Okay, sandwiched in between I need the DT tags, or the definition term that needs to be described. So let me have the DT tag. Obviously I would need the closing DT tag as well, and let me have the definition term in between. Let's say coffee, so that's double F double E. Alright, and since I have the definition term, I need to describe what exactly is coffee. So which means that I need to have the DD tags, definition description tags. Right, so the closing tag as well. And let me talk about coffee out here. Coffee is a hot drink, also consumed cold. No matter how you consume it, it adds to the toxic load as it has caffeine. Right. Okay, so let me save it up and let's have a look in the let's go to the split view and let's check out the design area to see how things look like right now. Okay, so this is the definition term and this is the definition description, guys. Cool. Now what I'm gonna do is, guys, let me head back to the code view. I'm gonna copy everything between the DL tags, which is the DT tag and the DD tag. Okay, let me say Control C to copy things. Let me hit enter. Let me say Control V, and let's do it a third time. Okay, so let's go to the split view and let's see how things look like right now. So this is the definition term, this is the definition description. This is how you actually make a definition list. Let me head back to the code view, guys, and let me say white sugar. And as far as the description is concerned, let me change it. And another slow poison that you should cut upon. Right, and let's say white flour, so that's white flour. And as far as the description is concerned, go slow on it. If your food doesn't look like what your grandma used many decades back, think. Right, so guys, let me head back to the split view so you can see the design area, and this is how you actually create a definition list, guys. Next, guys, what I'm going to do is let me save and start. Let me start adding some styles to it, and let's see how we can actually do that. Okay, guys, have a look out here. I'm in the CSS Styles panel. Okay, as I'm using the classic workspace, right? And if you don't see the CSS Styles panel, you can bring it up like this. You can go to Window, and from Windows you can bring up CSS Styles. Anyways, what I'm going to do is I'm going to click this plus button for the new CSS to bring up the new CSS Styles dialog box, and then I'm happy to store my rules inside this document only. So basically I'm creating an internal style, which is fine. I'm also going to create I'm going to select the contextual selector to be a tag, because the rule that I would want to target is the DL. I want the rule to apply to the DL elements, which is the definition list. And let's see what I really want to do. Let me say okay. Let me go to the background category. Let me select a background color. Let me say this color, which is that mild bluish color. Alright, and then let me say okay straight away to see how things look like right now. So you can actually see what's happened out here. Let me take a preview in Google Chrome to show you. Okay, so what has happened out here, the whole area that is the definition list area has turned blue, but I really didn't want that. I'll tell you, I want to make a change out here. What I'm going to do is I'm going to go back to the DL area. I'm going to go to the block category, and I want to change the display from a block. Basically a DL is a block level element, guys. I want to change it to an inline block, and you'll soon see why. I'm going to say okay, and let me show you a preview in Google Chrome to show you how things look like right now. So basically the background is only confined to the area where the text is written, no more. So that's exactly what I wanted to do. Let me go back to Dreamweaver. Let me add a few rules, few more rules. I'm going to go to the box category. Let me add 20 pixels of padding all around. Not only that, let me add a thin border as well. So let me say a solid, thin, blue border, and let's see how things look like right now. Let me show you a preview in Google Chrome. Okay, so it's looking pretty cool, guys. Right, let me go back. Let me create one more rule. This time let me select the contextual selector to be a tag, and I want to target the DT, or the definition term that needs to be described. Okay, since the rule definition will be going inside this document only, the type of rule that I'm creating is embedded or internal style. Okay, let me say okay, and after which I'm gonna make sure that the DTs are actually bold as well as underlined. Let me say okay, and you can actually see that they have turned themselves bold and they are underlined as well. At the same time, guys, I would want them to have bottom margin too. Let's see if that actually looks good. So let me say a bottom 10 pixels margin, and as well as a 10 pixels of margin top as well. That'll look good, I suppose. Let's say okay, and yep, it's looking much better than it used to. Earlier it was a little cramped. Right, so in fact, let me do away with the underline. I don't think so. That really looks good. So, yep, this is much better. Right, now, as far as the definition term is concerned, let me have a rule for that element as well. So I'm going to drop down the contextual selector to a tag, and this time I want to just have a rule for the DD, or the definition description. All right, let me say okay, and the font weight, let's say lighter, and the font style, let's say italic. Let's say okay, and let's see how things look like right now in the browser. So let's save the changes to the definition list.html, and guys, here we are. So guys, within no time we have a definition list ready, which has inside it definition terms, where we have talked about the toxic load that we need to go easy upon. White sugar, white flour, and coffee. Go easy, guys. You have a good day. Bye bye. Peace.